Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Detective Dalek, and welcome to Part 2 of What If Annie Was Abandoned. So, in this What If, there will be a time skip from the first part to the second part. This being because... So, in the actual anime, there is a time skip between the first episode and the second, to the training camp. So, Annie knows that Eren has the Attack Titan, and over the years, in secret, they train, like Titan to Titan fighting, because Annie is sort of paranoid that Marley will come for the founding Titan, because they've already lost the female Titan. So, Annie and Eren just train, while Annie also fills Eren in on the rest of the world. It is Eren's belief that they need allies, from the government, but Annie is skeptical of this. She doesn't know whether they'll believe them or not, but to build some connections, they'd rather go to the training camps for new soldiers. This will get them into, obviously, they're preferring to get to the scout regiment. Reason being is they know that the commander of them, Commander Irvin, will take risks, and so if they promise that there's other people out there, he'll do it. So in the training camp, they get in with Mikasa and Armin. During the many days of training, over a span of, let's say, 2 years, Annie and Eren, with Annie's help, Eren becomes one of the more higher ranking students in the class, as well as the fact that they see Armin, they're acknowledged by their teachers as being strong and intelligent, which is what they want in a soldier. And Annie and Eren occasionally are seen together training. So they also are taught stuff about Titans in classrooms, like written work or theory work. And this is a bit boring to Eren and Annie. But Annie does find it interesting that the blades are used to cut a Titan's nape. We go to Annie and Eren outside of a forest. Training and all that had finished, and it was just a time for rest. So they both snuck off, and they'd been doing this ever since they got into training camp. Had been going to a nearby forest. So this was for maybe 1 or 2 year period that they go to this forest to basically train in Titan form and practice fighting each other. Because one thing that Annie brought over from Marley is that you must always be prepared. And this translated into the training. They both transform in the forest, in each of their Titans respectively. Eren taking his stance, and Annie with hers. Eren then proceeds to throw a punch, but narrowly missing Annie's head, she counters with a punch of her own to Eren's stomach. Aaron grabs Annie's fist before it can reach his stomach, and throws it up, then hitting Annie in the head with another punch. Aaron then decides to throw another punch, where Annie dodges, and they both throw each other around the forest. Aaron screams, charging another punch at Annie, missing, and just throwing a flurry of punches Annie's way, until Annie hardens her leg, leg or hand, and kicks Aaron. But Aaron uses this advantage to punch her, throwing her off of her feet and onto the ground. After this, they both get out of their Titans, exhausted from their training. They begin to leave the forest. As they do, they talk about their training and how far Aaron had came. He'd certainly marginally improved since he'd began. Because the first Titan fight they both had, Aaron lost. But as they entered the clearing, they met with a face they didn't want to. Commander Irvin of the Scouts. He announced who he was and said that both Annie and Aaron would be wise to come with him, as they wouldn't want anyone to get hurt. Annie and Aaron looked around to see that they were outnumbered 10-1 by scouts, and being that they had exhausted themselves in their training, they were in no shape to fight off that many scouts. And that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed this. This is part 2. I may do a part 3 sometime soon. But yeah, I wonder what you guys thought. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and with that bell, click it to get notified every time I upload. Because because if you watch a video of mine and it's one in a series and you didn't watch the rest of the series, I'd recommend it. Now, see ya. Bye.